Hey again, I'm entering another contest on YouTube. This one is sponsored by Jack's Trax Records, a great kid who is really into music, very knowledgeable, and he's pushing to 1,000 subscribers. I'm sure he's going to make it if he already hasn't made it by this time. So anyway, he has a couple of questions he wants us to answer for this contest, and the first was, what was your favorite band when you were 13 years old? And when I was 13, it was 1980. And this album by Devo was released in 1980. It had their big hit Whip It on it. And this record changed my life in so many ways. And that became my favorite band starting in 1980 and still is to this day. Very iconic Energy Dome hats, which were often called flower pots by some people. And this particular pressing, really cool printed thing here on the cover, New Wave Rock. This is the Philippines pressing. Very hard to find, especially in this beautiful condition here. But yeah, this was my favorite band, favorite album in 1980. Totally changed my world. Now, the next question was, what was your favorite Rush album? My favorite Rush album is, I think Jack's Trax was Moving Pictures. That's my favorite, but I wanted to show a favorite that I have on vinyl. And I have Signals on vinyl. I love this record. Oh man, Subdivisions, when I heard that when I was a kid, spoke to me in so many levels. And look, I still have the hype sticker there. Carefully cut off the cellophane and put it inside this little plastic thing here. So that's the way I roll as a collector. Gotta keep the hype stickers. Love this Rush record. Cover art, amazing too. Just totally dig it from back to front. Love the whole record. New World Man, of course, classic. So there is my favorite Rush album that I currently own on vinyl. Now, I would have pulled out Moving Pictures probably if I had it on vinyl, but I don't. Now, the next question, Jack, I keep kind of going back to what you picked, but my favorite Cheap Trick record, he wanted to know, and could you guess by my shirt? It's Dream Police. And this copy just happens to be autographed by 3 of the guys. I met them a few years ago. Very nice. Now, I remember when this record came out, I was a teenager, and I was waiting for it to come out. I had discovered Cheap Trick through their Live at Budokan record because at the time I was in love with Kiss. The band Kiss was my very first love as a rock music fan, and the only reason I picked up the Cheap Trick Live at Budokan record was because Cheap Trick mentioned Kiss in their song Surrender. They say, got my Kiss records out was one of the lyrics. And I was like, wait a second, who is singing about Kiss? Well, it was Cheap Trick. And when they put this record out, it blew my mind. I was at the record store waiting for it to come out. I believe I bought it on cassette initially. And so there's my favorite Cheap Trick. Now, the last question he asked, because Jack is a drummer himself, he asked what my favorite drummer is. And man, there's so many I could go with. I like so many drummers and so many bands, but the one I went with is from a fairly recent band, and it's because the last few times I saw them in concert, I kept thinking to myself, and I told my friends, I love watching that guy play drums. I just love watching John Sherman of Red Fang play drums. Now, I've known John since he was a kid. He used to live out here in North Carolina back in the day, in the 80s, early 90s, and anyway, we hung out a lot when he was a kid. He is now a famous rock star in this band, Red Fang, and I love watching this guy play drums. Go search on YouTube for Live Red Fang, see if you can get a good shot of John Sherman playing drums. This is their debut album, of course, fully autographed. And so that is my entry. Oh yeah, see this hole back here on the wall? That was where the Cheap Trick record was hanging before I had to take it out of the frame to show you guys and you people and you animals out there what my favorite Cheap Trick record was. So Jack, good luck with the contest. Good luck with your sub count. And I'll be seeing you around YouTube. Everybody, may the rock and roll gods bless you as they blessed me. Thanks for the likes and subscribes. Take care.